Hey guys, so I'm back. We're gonna get going on day 130 of Blueprints. So for any who may have missed it, I was away for several days at a local board gaming convention here in the Nashville area called Tennessee Game Days. It was a lot of fun. It was about 700 to 800 people just, playing board games with a, board game library and some play to win games. And then people bringing games that they wanted to, buy, sell to, at flea market and people buying and stuff, but mainly people playing games. And there were some tours, which is where a game tour is where basically a professional tour guide will teach you one or more. There are signups, and they'll teach you one or more games. You and your group. And if it's more than one game, they'll all be connected by some sort of theme to make up, the theme of the tour. So there were tours, there were special competitions, tournaments, events, and when I say events, all around just playing board games. Because it's a local convention, Tennessee Game Days being a local conventions, it's not as large as like an Origins or a Gen Con or an Essen Spiel or anything like that. So there aren't extraneous activities. There's not video games. There's not, you know, RPG sessions. There's very late at night. There might be some social deduction, but there's not like a space dedicated to social deduction games or anything like that. It is strictly, and there's not really a lot of like there's maybe one local game store vending games there, but it's not a convention built for spectacle or for other related geekdoms. It's not it's not there's no cosplay, there's no film previews or anything like that. It's just strictly, playing board games that you bring or others have brought or that you check out from the library or that you check out from Play to Win. But it was a lot of fun. So if you ever find that, determine that you're going to be in the Nashville area around spring or fall, might want to look ahead to see if you can align your trip with, booking tickets in advance for Tennessee Game Days. All right, that's my plug about that. But now I'm back, and we're gonna do day 130 of Blueprints. Now I have 122 gems because we had a freezer at the end of yesterday, so I'm gonna go pick up my allowance. And we had a moon pendant. It's decided that we should have an emerald bracelet, which is awesome, and that we should have a sledgehammer, which is good. Good. We have 103 stars. Let's go and Banner of the King that I could activate and choose a shop color. We don't have any keys, so we'll still want like a master key or buy a bunch of keys at a locksmith kind of thing. Don't really know that I need a commissary for anything, but let's see what our options are here. We do have the option of a shrine. I'm gonna take a look at my. I don't want Blessing of the Monk at the moment. I am going to be trying to do a thing like day 131 or so. I'm trying to have nothing on me at the start of the day, and then getting an observatory and getting Southern Cross in the sky, and then going down to the Ares court, which we discovered day 128 or day 129. We discovered Ares court and got some riddles from there. Apparently we need to go back there meeting certain conditions. So then I think the next time we're going to get offered the Southern Cross, which is one of the conditions, from the observatory is going to be day 131, because of the fact that we're at 103 stars now, and we will get a star by getting into the observatory today. That'll make 104 stars, and then when we go to the observatory on day 131, that'll make 105 stars. 100 of those stars should be the spiral, and the other 5 stars should be Southern Cross. So with that in mind, do I want a blessing, and and the fact that I've got an emerald bracelet and 122 gems. So if I do blessing of the dancer, gem to rotate floor plan, that would be a good use of gems today. I'm still looking for a tomb. So that's why I don't want to do Blessing of the Monk, because then it's going to pick one of the rooms in the house that we ended the day in as our outdoor room option. And when it does that, it like doesn't give us the option of the tomb. Basically, I have yet to see it give us the option of the tomb when we have Blessing of the Monk going on. It seems like they may be mutually incompatible. So I'm not going to want Blessing of the Monk right now, because I do want a tomb. I want to go back to a tomb with a magnifying glass and a power hammer, which might be the only reason to do a commissary today, see if I can get a magnifying glass. No, not today, because I don't have a tomb today, but like on a future day, if I have a tomb, I might, try to get a magnifying glass and a power hammer on that day. Shrine, I could take Blessing of the Dancer, or I could just take no blessing at all, but I think Blessing of the Dancer for 3 days is reasonable. So let's do 3 days of Blessing of the Dancer, and then I'm only doing it for 3 days because if I'm successful at so 2 coins would be Blessing of the Dancer for 3 days. If I'm successful at Blessing of the Dancer 3 days, may pay gems to spend floor plans, which is a useful ability. It's like having an ornate compass, but we're using gems. But we have 122 gems, and we won't be spending those gems on rooms because we have an emerald bracelet today. So we've got plenty of gems that we can use. We can also get a study and use gems for rerolls. Today is another thing we can do. What was I saying? So, I should make, wish at the fountain if I haven't. I don't think I have. No, okay, I hadn't. Okay. But the reason why I don't want Blessing for longer than 3 days is because if I am successful at, on day 131 or 132 or whatever, someday soon, of doing the whole Ares Court, circumstantial challenge, I don't know what that's going to then do and open up and deliver, but it sounded like it was going to give us a key, and that key might go to the treasure trove, in which case then I would want a Blessing of the Monk at that point, but I don't want to wait extra days until the shrine comes back again. So that's why I'm just doing Blessing of the Dancer for 3 days. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. I don't need gems, but this would only give me 1 key. I like this for the doorways. I'll pick up the gem, but and then free rerolls, but really I need keys. So let's go here and get us some keys. Oh, a key card straight off. So I don't have to do the utility closet thing. And I don't have to rush Denoted inverse, that's a clue to something, and I came across that recently somewhere else. Oh, in the draft manuscript of a new clue. I just don't know what to do with it. We'll go ahead and do the observatory. So now that puts us at 104. So the first 100 is going to be this thing. Then gain. So it's added a new word, gain. So yeah, it looks like it's adding a new word each time we activate that. So that'll make a message over time. And then this is a diamond. So tomorrow, when it's 105, it should be this plus a Southern Cross. So what I am going to not want today is a freezer. I don't want a freezer today because I don't want to have extra gems and money come tomorrow. Because I need to basically, I think, go to Aries Core having nothing. It also means I don't want a moon pendant today. And I don't want to end my day in a break room because that'll give me a key card. And if I need to go, there's basically no way to drop items, which is, typically you don't want to drop items, but the fact that there isn't a way to, voluntarily drop items if you want to, means I have to start a day with no items if I want to go to Aries Court empty-handed, as the clues seem to indicate that I should, right? I'm going to go ahead and maybe save the passageway. So let's rotate conference room and do conference room here. Okay. I like that I got a key card like immediately. That's nice. Do a hallway, get it. So it was another key. The direction it was going in, I maybe should have rotated it, but that's fine. I can rotate the adjacent room to head us up. I don't need a utility closet. I can get through the closed exhibit just fine. So let's do that. Because I also don't need the code check. We can go through here. If we do a garage, that's 3 more keys. That's probably fine. Even though it's a dead end. We'll do that. Get our 3 keys. And then I don't have car keys, so there's really, and I did not do utility closet and turn on power to here, and there's really no reason I need to go outside at the moment that I'm aware of. So, oh, there's a lockpick kit. Might as well pick that up, because I'm gonna try to remember not to get a moon pendant today. If I do see a showroom, like, not buy the moon pendant. I think this is a fine place for a passageway. We'll just come down and complete this area before we continue up. We'll do a showroom. It's not costing me any gems or anything to do, so we will buy a master key for today. I'm not getting a moon pendant, so I will go ahead and buy a silver spoon because that'll help with steps today. But I'm remembering to not buy a moon pendant. Okay. So now I've got a master key, a key card, emerald bracelet. I don't need to collect resources, which is nice. I don't really know what it is I should be trying to accomplish today, honestly. At this point, I don't really want to do a lab experiment that would increase my stars. I mean, normally I would do that, but what I don't want to do is roll past 105 to 106. 106 might be fine because it might be Southern Cross and Northern Star, but it could be the Twins and Diamondus Minor, right? Because there's a couple ways that 6 can be divided up into other things. So if I get 106 stars, it could be, you know, the Spiral Stars and the Twins and Diamondus Minor, rather than like and Southern Cross and North Star. So I don't really want 6 stars. So I don't want I don't want to increase my stars at all today. If I'm trying to do a specific thing, day 131. Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is I'm trying to accomplish today. I know that I have puzzles to try to work on. I have a big blue door and a tunnel alcove that I've yet to figure out a way past, but I think that might be a later game. I mean, we're kind of in the late game, but I mean even later game thing to do. We'll do the boudoir here. I could do redraws, but I don't need to, I don't think. We've done all the sanctum keys. We found all the letters that we, you know, except for the one missing letter, right? So I think we've opened all the safes and small gates. I do not know what to do with CIX, add 6, Tor, lore, ET. Let me show you what I am talking about. I'll show you the thing I'm kind of looking at. One moment. And okay, so the secret passage basically had this pattern on the back of the secret passage door, DOOR, but it was like, I think, a blank line. And then the kennel had CA, and then it had an actual picture of a cat, and then T. And then the cloister statue has C space X and a bunch of blank lines and the E space T. And the locker room note had a SIX and then an OR on the next line and then an O. Blackbridge note was just an IIOO, but I'm assuming those are middle letters because they're not the first letters, because the chess puzzle chamber wall gives us all the first letters, CASTLE, where like if you look at the kennel and like kennel or CAATT, that lines up. Oh, and the vault had a I should bolt this. There were, on the vault passport, there was like 6 designated lines, and there were like, and it was ID. So I think this is the first and second, because it showed 4 blank lines after these 2 lines. So, so these would have to be either middle or last letters because they're not the first letters, but I don't think they can be the last letters because X is the last letter per the cloister statute. And you've got oh man, how does this work? Oh, because I think this whole thing, is actually pushed down a line, because I don't think D can be the last letter of the first line because X is. So I think D must be the last letter of the second line, because these two O's should correspond with these two O's corresponding with these two O's. So given that this is OR, that makes the O's and the I's, I mean, like if you look at 6, this X corresponds with this X, and this I, oh, not this X doesn't correspond with this X, sorry. This S corresponds with this S, so this I goes here and this X goes here, and then that would make this OO. And since there was an I, there was a space in the I above, that means that this is not an I, this is, something else, and then this is an I. So put it all together, you get CIX, ADD, SIX, TOR, LOR, and then E space T, and I've postulated that this letter here could be end up being a T, because the Eurasian word for east is et, E-T-T, and the Eurasian word LOR means word. This would be 199, add 6, which would be 115. Tor, word, like maybe toward, toward kind of thing. Tor, word. East, but I don't know what to do with that. 115 toward east. I'm not sure what to do with that. But that is something that I might, try to figure out what to do with today. Yeah. These dones are referring to this, not to these things over here. I'm going to actually do that, and I'm going to just do strike throughs just to show that we did this with the drained aquarium. I did that with that. Okay. I think we've done all of this, but I will okay. So I actually think the Chapel Angels thing is done. So we'll move that from there to solved puzzles. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the points left. We did this one. Dug up treasure. Is this one just hidden safe? And then What's that one? Okay, so we're gonna go back to the game. Alrighty, so what are we doing? Oh, we need to go up. So point is, what I might do is go outside at some point and look for things that I can do toward east, which might be sundial related. I don't know. I really don't know. $115 towards east. I'm not sure what that would mean, but at any rate. I don't really need hallway doors to always be unlocked because I've got a master key. So. The workshop is offering a battery pack today, which I do not need unless I was going to make a power hammer, which I don't think I need today. But you never know. Quest bedroom would be a dead end, but do I really need any of the rest of this? I don't. So we'll just go ahead and take the quest bedroom. I don't really need a quest bedroom, but yeah. I wasn't going to spend a reroll there. So. Oh, treasure trove. Yeah, we'll do that. Pointing down. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, we like having the treasure trove. I mean, we'll pick up the money because why wouldn't we? But what we really want it for is the note, because eventually that note has to stop being, or it has to start being important, right? Significant. And remember when we struggled to get money for the showroom, to buy out the showroom? We struggled to get money for the to buy blue tents at the gift shop. That was, of course, before we had the treasure trove. Treasure trove makes achieving such goals so much easier. So we're going to get back into note-taking mode for the treasure trove. We'll come over here. We'll get ourselves ready for that. Today is 130. This is a blue box. Sun. So we use a regular key because master key won't work on it. The next 4 boxes marked by moon contain false statements. Okay, and this is a true statement. Because it's blue. Okay. But we know something else about moon. We know pink boxes marked with moon always contain false statements. Is either true or false. That was a blue box with a moon. We were told that green memos in blue boxes are sometimes false. So we are being told that green, if that's a lie, then green memos and blue boxes are always true, which means that pink boxes marked by moons always contain false statements that is true. All boxes marked by suns contain memos that are true. This was a sun memo, this box here. Boxes marked with moon always contain false statements is a lie, but we know now that the next 4 will be lies. So we've got a matrix of conditions here going on. Okay. That's what we wanted on the treasure trove, was another, clue, but it's still not quite getting us useful information. I don't want my dining room right here, I don't believe. So let's just go ahead and do a workshop. Broken lever. So I can make a power hammer. I'd have to walk all the way around here to do it, but I can do it if I decide I need to. I'm not going to waste the steps on it right now. But I will pick. I don't have a moon pendant, so I might as well pick this up. And I should have picked up the battery pack earlier because I don't have a moon pendant, so I should just always pick up items today and carry them around, and then whatever. But I didn't. Okay. Different days have different requirements for what we do. This is our only doorway, so we need to use rerolls here if necessary. Won't be necessary. We've got a great hall. That's good. That's doors in every direction. We've got a master key. Open that door because we have no reason not to. We do have a quest, an allowance quest today, but that's not our highest priority. But we might still end up doing it. All right. We won't go there quite yet. We're just opening all these doors. Okay, we won't go there quite yet. Empty alcove. Stuff. Okay. So we'll go ahead and go where? Let's go. Let's go here. Let's go ahead and do the dining room, but we'll point it up. So let's rotate it around. That's fine. And then don't know that I need a commissary today. But we'll just take it and see what it's selling. I don't need any of those things today. I don't think. All right. Let's do security because I don't really need more gems as much as I enjoy solving parlor games. And we're just going to go ahead and do a few things here. So I've missed the key. Well, the trunk is the cursed coffers in the shrine, which we're not going to do. But I've missed a key somewhere. Um, Odd. Oh, it might be in the Great Hall on the floor in the corner. Sometimes there's a key there. So I'll take a look. And then we'll do key card system. I'm going to set the security level high. I don't need to at all. I don't have to. But getting through security doors with a key card is less clicks of the mouse than opening doors with master keys is. And sometimes the experiment is based upon getting through security doors, so you want more security doors in that case. Speaking of the lab experiment, let's go ahead and take a look at our lab experiment. We don't want to gain stars at the moment. We generally do, but not right now. Let's see if there's a new staff announcement. There is not. Electronic mail. Data transfers. Nothing. So we're going to remote terminal into the lab. This is where I was saying where like, see, I won't be spending gems to get through rooms, but I can pick this one each time you unlock or bypass a security door, and that's what I was talking about. I will permanently increase my lockpicking skills. Why not? I'm just going to say each time I draft an upgraded floor plan, because that may or may not occur more than going through a security door today. I do not know. No, we'll say every time we go through a security door, we'll do that. Because there's at least one right here. So. We don't really need the laboratory. Let's do the West Wing Hall for the doorways. Let's do the study. I don't need more gems, but the study will let me use gems for redraws, so. Gives me a gem. It usually gives me some other thing, some second benefit. Is it not today? Oh, magnifying glass. Yeah, I'll pick that up. It's not that I want it on a day in which I have the tomb, but I'll just go ahead and pick it up right now. Courtyard is fine. I'm gonna probably want to do some blue memo, or blue tents, blue memos on rank 8 today. So we'll want to be strategic about which rooms we put on that, we put there, right? Yeah, we'll do pantry. I could do break room, but I think eating a little bit is with the silver spoon. Keeps us going. Okay, so I want to choose a blue room. Let me get back to note taking, but this time blue tents tab. And let's try to choose a blue room we haven't chosen before. We have done break room. We have done vault. We have not done chamber of mirrors. That's a true statement. Yeah, so we can go ahead and do chamber of mirrors. That will have an effect on the rest of our day. Because of, you know, things. Where the blue node is, it's probably in some other part of the chamber of mirrors. So I might have to open up all the parts to get that blue memo. Right? So that might be a bit of a challenge for today. Have we done bedroom closet? We have the one from the bedroom closet. Let's attempt to redraw here. Reading nook. Do I have the one from the reading nook? Yes. Let's redraw. I'm gonna take the gift shop. It's not a blue room, obviously. Well, what blue room could I possibly be looking for? That's the question, right? Because really, I want one that connects to the Chamber of Mirrors and that goes up at the same time. So I want I want a 3 doorway one. I know the security is, laboratory is not, office is not. Dining room is, but I've already done dining. Conference room is, but I've already done conference room. So I don't know that there is a 3 doorway blue room that fits what I want. So let's just go ahead and take the gift shop. But I will go ahead and look at my room directory, see if I'm missing, forgetting one. I've already done rotunda. We've already placed the foundation. We've already placed the den. Drawing room. Oh, we haven't done drawing room, so I could have like tried to wait for drawing room, even though we have the note from that one already. We do have the one from the drawing. Yes, we do have the one from the drawing room. The pool, we have the one from the pool, so those are 2 more 3 doorway rooms, but I have those notes already. Dining room we already talked about. Aquarium, we have that note. Conference room we've already placed. So yeah, the Mechanarium, have I found that note? Maybe I have not found the Mechanarium note. So maybe I should have tried to wait for the Mechanarium. Yeah, I think Mechanarium's like the only one that really fit that particular bill, but this at least will let me go here, and then I'll try to wrap around and go over here, and then up from here I'll try to wrap around and go over to this side of the Chamber of Mirrors, because it might be really difficult to get the blue memo out of the Chamber of Mirrors. All right. We've already done Observatory. I don't want to do Observatory again because then that would make it 105 stars. And I don't want 105 stars at the moment because I've got all the stuff that, you know, right? Plus, I'm sure it's past 130 because that's another condition is we have to basically go to that chamber and be there at 1:30 p.m. So let's do the office because it points in the direction I want to point. I'll go ahead and pick up the gem. I'm not going to bother with the spreading coins. It seems a little excessive. So what I really want here is a doorway this way. And I can do the drawing room. And we'll pick this up. And from here, we'll go over here and we'll do eat that. Eat that. Press that button. Press that button. Try to look for a blue memo. Probably not right here. We might have to get to the top of the mirror chamber in order to retrieve the blue memo for this room. Because of the fact that it's hidden, it may just be hard to... We might have to solve the mirror chamber in order to get that memo. At the moment, what can I do? Oh, I can do this. I can get up there. And walk over here. Oh, duplicate copy of the pantry. No, we don't need a duplicate pantry. Coins. I really want... Where's the blue memo? That's the question. Right? Where is that blue memo? That's a key. It's a thing there. It's a thing there. Oh, and this is the one I can't get to yet. Where might that blue memo be? If it's not in that cupboard, then it's probably somewhere visible right now that I'm just not seeing. Do I want another passageway in my drafting pool? Oh. It is a four-way without penalty. Yeah, sure. Why not? But more importantly, now I've had access to all of these things. Where's blue memo? Right, that's the question. Mirror, chamber of mirrors should have a hidden blue memo somewhere. The question is, where is it? Thought it would have been up. I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought it would have been up. I don't want to add into the pantry, so... where is that blue memo? Alrighty. We'll go back this way around over to here. Eat the fruit, but more importantly, look for blue memo. Oh, stone. stone hands pointing up. I'll make a note, but we've already like solved that, so but I'll add it to my pointing hands list. Mirrors. For pointing up. Need to go. Need a ride platform. And I'm gonna. I don't know the significance of the two hands pointing at the from the left and right to the doorway and the foyer. I don't know the significance of that. How can I find the blue memo? In this room. Okay. Right now, I guess we're gonna go all the way down here to the Great Hall and then come back and then fill in more over here. And maybe get to the Chamber of Mirrors from over here. Oh, I can actually go back in through the pantry and see if this opens up. This has opened up more. Maybe, maybe not. But I have enough steps to check it out. Okay, this is open. And then that will open that. But still can't get here. Is there a blue? Oh, there's the blue memo. Cool. Nice. Okay, nice to know. If an item would be spread into the Chamber of Mirrors, 4 of those items are spread instead. Okay. So that is the blue memo from the Chamber of Mirrors. And it's a good thing to know. Okay, so we found the Chamber of Mirrors blue memo, so I don't really need to, I don't need to worry about accessing this side, and I got all the benefits from upstairs. So where do I need to go? I need to go back to the pantry. Or I could just go over here. We want a blue room we haven't done before. That's none of these. Music room. Have I gotten the blue memo from the music room? I have not, so this is a good candidate. This would be our second music room of the day, but that's fine. I don't really need the keys, I just need the blue memo, but we'll pick up the keys anyway. And now we gotta find a blue memo. There is a major key hanging on a wall in the safe house. There's a major key hanging on a wall in the safe house. Well, that's something to check out. Because I don't recall that. Did I find said thing? I don't recall. There's a major key hanging on a wall in the safe house. I don't know if it means physical key or like major key is in clue. Hanging on a wall in the safe. Where's my photos of the safe house? Or not photos, screenshots. So unless it is talking about like the train metro map or which might be the case, or the Royal Museum, maybe I missed something. There's a major key hanging on a wall in the safe house. So on a future day, we might go back to the safe house and see what that means. See if we can, deduce the relevance of that clue. But right now, let's go back here, and then let's go over here. Come back this way. I'm not going to be doing a furnace, so let's just go ahead and have dinner. That'll give us 40 more steps. Plenty of steps for the day. Is there a key in the corner on the floor that I missed? According to security, I missed picking up a key somewhere. I'm just not sure where. I guess it's not around here. I guess there was a key somewhere else that I didn't pick up. Did I pick up the key from the hallway? Pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? I mean, I don't need it. I don't need it, so I don't need to waste time tracking it down. Now that I have a master key and I've opened the treasure trove, I don't really need other keys. Let's see. Ooh, another quest bedroom. Could I get multiple allowances? Well, let's try. Let's test that, you know. Let's rotate the hallway. I don't want the cloister of Dowja because I don't want to gain stars today, as odd as that is. But I've talked about it ad nauseum, so I'm not gonna harp on it anymore. But you know my reasoning. All right. Pool is always nice. And we could get a sauna, and I don't think having extra steps tomorrow is going to hurt us. As far as, you know, coming empty-handed. We might not want to have any keys, though, so maybe not do clock tower. But if I can get a sauna, that should be fine. Let's go ahead and go down over here. Actually, what I'm going to do... Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll just go down over here. We also don't want a planetarium today. Go. We can solve the break room just for the fun of it. We don't really need to worry about what keys we do or do not get. I've already opened up this doorway via the Great Hall. But if I get a secret garden key, we could get a secret garden. All right. This is 1 or plus 1 times two, or twice. It's 2. Times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. No, excuse me. Okay. Times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. So it's really just 2. No? Okay, it's twice this. So it's 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. So then it is -10 squared is 100. Reverse the digits is 1. -10. All right. -10 squared is 100. Reverse the digits is 1. One minus 10 is -9 squared is 81, reverse the digits is 18. -10 is 8, squared is 64. 64. Reverse the digits is 46. -44 is 2. Squared is 4. Reverse the digits is 4. Yeah, okay. All right. I don't need any of this, do I? No. We'll do the utility closet because I can open the garage if I, and you know, in case that's useful, right? And turn off the gymnasium, so. So that just means I could go outside here, come back inside here, but I don't think that's any more beneficial than going through the entrance hall, honestly, because of this way this is connected around. But maybe, who knows? I guess I have to come to here, and then from here it's 1, 2, 3, and from here it's 1, 2. So I think, yeah, I think the entrance hall is actually closer to where we would want to go outside, but regardless, okay. I think passageway is fine here. I haven't seen a whole lot of security doors. I haven't really been triggering my experiment. I should have done upgraded rooms. I don't want the planetarium. Throne room is fine. I don't think it does anything. Well, I could open up room 46 and there's no reason not to. I don't want observatory. I don't mind the lab, but we'll just take the spare quarters. Really want a sauna. Oh, there's my sauna. I said I want a sauna, and they gave me a sauna. Go figure. Yeah, car keys. Sure. Here, we do. Let's go ahead and do the allowance quest. But I just have to remember tomorrow to not pick up. Okay, so we're gonna redraw here. Ooh, I have the blue note for the sauna. That's what I forgot. Is that I wanted a specific. I wanted to do a blue room here where I was going to collect a blue note, but I already have the sauna blue note. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, what I need to do is make a list of blue rooms I don't have. We're going to redraw. Chapel's fine. I'm gonna exit at the... Yeah, no, I want special key, master key. Boiler room I already have. Let's... Let's redraw. Let's redraw. We're gonna redraw. Let's redraw. 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 Drafting studio. Do I have the drafting studio? And I have the drawing room. I don't think I have the drafting studio. I do not have the drafting studio, so that's perfect. It fulfills both my requirements. So it gives me a doorway up where I can do a lounge quest, but it also, I should be able to find a blue memo, a hidden blue memo here, one that I don't already have, which may or may not end up being useful, but you know, we won't know until we find it. Where is that blue memo? That is the question. It wouldn't be inside the safe, I don't think. I mean, we can check if we don't find anywhere else, because I have the magnifying glass, so I can open the safe today. It's not on the backside of the globe. Okay, so let's take a look at the safe combo. No, drafting studio is 1108. Okay. So we'll go over here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's the red letter, but it's not, it doesn't have, that's not where the blue memo is. Okay. Hmm. It looks like I might not have this particular book. Crafting Strategy Guide 3. Or 1. So let's... It doesn't look like I've got screenshots of this book. I might have thought it was too basic to take screenshots of. Bear with me, bear with me. I just am trying to complete my notes that I should have already had, but apparently do not already have. I'm not reading this book out loud because we all know this information. So it would be tedious for me to read it to you. Tedious for you, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but it'd be tedious for you. At this point in time, we all know this information. But that's not my blue memo. Where's my blue memo? There's a hidden blue memo in this room somewhere. And I'm just blind, not seeing it. All right, where are you? Where are you, Mr. Blue Memo? Where are you, Mr. Mysterious Blue Memo? All right, I will be right back. I'll be right back. You're probably screaming at the TV or monitor, wherever you're watching this, and like, it's right there. You're blind. You passed it like umpteen zillion times. But I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Looking. I mean, it's not hidden within the. No, it wouldn't be. There's not that many places to hide it. You know what I'm saying? right. Rather than bore you guys to tears, I'm actually going to Google this one because I don't think it's a huge spoiler. These memos haven't been groundbreaking. If you're disappointed in me, I apologize. It's just I feel like I'm probably boring you for what will more than likely be a non-momentous memo. Okay. So yes, I did Google about where this was, but I guess if with the right angle, knowing where it is, now you can see how to find it. It's at the bottom of this trash. So I apologize for the minor spoiler cheat there, but and all I did was look up like, you know, where to find it, not what it said or anything. And I only looked up where to find it because I didn't want to bore you all with 30 more minutes of me searching in vain, like I kind of did with the pool at one point. These blue tense memos don't seem to be too groundbreaking for the most part, so it's not worth the time. Okay, so this is the draft. It's not worth your time when it's not a major puzzle reveal. Okay, so the full room directory comprises 46 numbered rooms plus 8 categories of 8 rooms. 46 plus, well, we know diamond is the symbol for inverted digits, so 46 plus 64 is 110, which is exactly what we know the full room directory to be, is 110 rooms, because we got a trophy to that effect. Or I think we got that trophy, right? Yeah. So it didn't tell us anything we didn't already know, and that's why I didn't want to waste your time on it. Okay. But now we can go up here. Let's redraw. Pump room is fine, but it doesn't do anything for us. Can I get a crossways room? Yeah, like aquarium works. So we get an aquarium, and I really don't know if there's more to learn about the aquarium. We saw the X there. We saw we haven't seen anything about this. And then X there, and we've got the arrow on this, and like nothing about the bedroom. I can pick up things because I don't have a moon pendant, so I won't have those items tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter what I pick up. Okay, so if I go here, will I get 2 allowance tokens because I had 2 quest bedrooms? No, just the 1 allowance token. So even though I had 2 quest bedrooms, I still only got 1 allowance token, which, okay. We can go in here. Pick that up for what it's worth. I really still think there should be something to do puzzle-wise, clue-wise with 2. Cuckoo 2. Over here, but maybe at 2 o'clock. This is moving, but anyway, okay. I don't need the basement key today. I mean, I could pick it up for the hell of it, but I don't need it. We'll go over here. This is our last room for the day. Let's not screw it up. By screw it up, I mean getting us something that we don't want tomorrow. Walk-in closet, we'll see what items it offers. Yeah, I'll take running shoes, that's fine. I'll pick up these things here. That's fine, okay. So really what I need to do today or need to do now is like just come back and go outside, because I really want to figure out if there's some way to do 115, 109, add 6, tour, lore, et, tour, word, toward east, maybe. I mean, that's my best guess. I don't, if tour is erosion for a word, I don't know what's erosion for, so. We can just go straight on through. So I'm gonna go look at the sundial, see if there's something, if it has something to do with the sundial. I'm doubtful. I'm just looking for things that have anything to do with direction. The sundial is not this direction, I realize. I'm just like looking over here for a moment. No, okay. I mean, I could spin globes, but they seem to spin in one direction and nothing's happened whenever I've spun them, so. You know. Okay, it doesn't seem to be letting me. And this no longer looks scorched. Remember, it let us turn this when it was scorched. I'll go ahead and put the 3 microchips here and see if that does anything more different. Because we put them there and that's what raised the satellite, but do we need to put them there again to do something more? I don't know. Like turn the satellite or something? Like, you know, rotate the satellite? So we'll go pick up these microchips. Okay. I'm at 104 stars, so day 100 or 131. I should be 105 stars. Get Southern Cross. I don't have a moon pendant. I didn't do a freezer, so should lose all of this and start the day with 2 gems. And if I don't pick up my allowance, you know, immediately, and I find a way to get rid of those 2 gems, one of which I'll have to spend on the observatory anyway, then spend the other gem and then get the thing by 1:30 and then wait it out. Maybe that'll do a thing. Is that doing anything? I mean, that's a satellite dish, but it's not letting me turn this or. It's not letting me. I don't know what to do with directions. Oh, it retrieved a microchip. That's not what I was trying to do. With those in there, can I go to the computer terminal and do something more at the computer terminal, maybe? Yeah, it doesn't give me like more different options in the computer terminal here. Rib J. No. No. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't see a way to do anything more. I could potentially. I have the study in the office and the chapel, and I could go solve the chess puzzle if I wanted to change off a Banner of the King, but I don't want to change off Banner of the King. I didn't even use Banner of the King today. Didn't need to. But I don't want to change off of it in case that closes up the access to Ares Court. I don't know if it will or won't. So until I solve the Ares Court deal, I really don't want to, mess with it, right? Is there anything that's like deals with the compass or direction in the house? Anything can be set? I mean, there's the whole spinning globes thing, but like I said, they just seem to like spin in one direction. And oh, I never went through the garage this way, so I can't do that. That's fine. I don't want to end the day in any particular room, I don't think. Or I don't, right? I'm on Blessing of the Monk, so that doesn't matter, other than don't end the day in the break room, because then I'll get a key card. And shockingly, I don't want a key card right now. I don't want a key card in day 131 or 131. So I have 91 steps. I don't know that I have anything else to do, though. Yeah, I didn't think I missed the key here, so I don't know where I missed the key, but that's fine. I don't necessarily care, other than I don't like being sloppy and missing keys, but... I could have gotten all of that, but that's fine. I don't need any of this. See, it just feels like there should be other areas of the estate that I should be able to eventually unlock. Or roads in and out of the estate, if that's what this is. Just a road in and out of the estate. Alrighty then. Alright, I'm just gonna call it a day. I really can't think of anything else to do. Let me look at these rooms. Let me look at the rooms I have real quick. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Sun is automatic. I don't have to end my day there. I did not get a planetarium. Good. Did not do a freezer. Did not get a moon pendant, so I'll lose all these items, but that's actually good this time. I don't have anything that I want to examine with the magnifying glass that I'm aware of. You know, not that I'm aware of. I don't need a broken hammer for anything that I'm aware of at the moment. I was in Ares, when I found Ares core, I had a power hammer, not a broken hammer, a power hammer. And I had a power hammer and nothing, I couldn't bust up anything in Ares core. So I don't think I need a power hammer there. Because I could make one today if I needed to, but I don't think I need to. I did the treasure trove note, blah, blah, blah. Increase my allowance yet again. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we're going to call it a day. And then 131, we're going to start the next day with like 90 steps because of the sauna. Hopefully that won't count against us for coming empty-handed. And then hopefully day 131, I have to remember to not pick up my allowance. Don't pick up my allowance first thing. You know, so have no money. And then go get the observatory as soon as possible, and then get rid of my other gem via some other mechanism, and then go to Ares core by 1:30 p.m. or be there at 1:30 p.m. with nothing else but Southern Cross activated in the sky. This is the way I interpret all the clues and stuff. Let's call it. Okay. Well, guys, it's the convention that I went to was fun. It is good to be back, you know, home and back to doing this, and so you should start seeing some more, you know, regular, you know, video uploads from me on this. But thank you for being with me for day 130 of Blueprints, the Mount Holly Royal Shopping Center. Throne room, 4 shop rooms, total rooms 45, rank reached 10, steps taken 110, items found 20. And we have blessing of the... Ooh, maybe we needed to have no blessings. I might be disqualified for having a blessing. Ooh, that's bad. I wonder if having a blessing will disqualify me day 131. If so, then that's on me. How did that notes read? Without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. Now, gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. Is a blessing a mannered charm? Maybe. So I might end up being disqualified. We'll find out. We'll find out. Anyway, thank you for being with me for day 130. I'll see you back for day 131. Alrighty. Bye. Have a good one. Bye.